How's it going, everybody, and welcome to Roaming Recess. It's been the first time in a few weeks that I've actually even done this or even thought about doing this, and there is reasons for that. I'm going to give all those reasons throughout this episode, but I thought I would take this first episode in about 4 weeks to talk about the channel and the kind of rickety start that we had to transitioning into the other stuff that I was doing, and then also talk about other things like certain things that happen in the gaming world, because that's what Roaming Recess kind of started off as, just kind of me discussing things with you guys and you answering in the comment section below. To quickly talk about the channel though, I said a couple of weeks back that I was getting too complacent. In fact, it was about a month ago I said I was getting too complacent. I kind of want to start doing other things, so I started doing reviews and I started doing other shows as well. And it was really fun. The first 2 weeks was really fun because I got it done, I got everything done, and then all of a sudden it started to kind of get pushed to the wayside because I had these things called repeat exams. For those of you who don't know what repeat exams are basically exams that you do at the end of summer that are that you either do because you failed or you do because you weren't able to sit the original exams. I fall into the category of being sick during the original exam, so I had to resit in August. These kind of took up a lot of my time because I had all the exams in 1 week, had to study, so for 2 weeks prior I was just hard at work studying while doing Let's Plays, because Let's Plays aren't as, I guess, time consuming as other things are. Like, they're definitely not as time consuming. Like doing the reviews take about, the reviews that I did, like the Buzz Lightyear review and the Spyro review, take just a little bit of an insider thing here. I was doing a Macho Man thing there, guys. I don't know what happened. So yeah, the recording takes around 25 minutes. The actual audio recording. The visual recording of the video takes around 25 minutes. So that's around 50 minutes only, okay? That's not that bad. Then you have the actual game. I actually like to record all my own gameplay. I don't like to take other people's gameplays because I like it to be my review and my experiences. Everything you see in the video is my experiences, even down to the little things are usually my gameplays. That takes as long as the game takes. Spyro took around 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours. Buzz Lightyear Star Command took 3 hours, and that was 3 hours I'm never going to get back in my life. Then the editing process takes around 4 hours. Depends. The Spyro review took way longer. It took around 6 hours to edit because I wanted it to be perfect as well. The Buzz Lightyear review was shorter, so it took way shorter of a time period to edit. So that's really how much time it kind of takes up. It takes up quite a bit of time to do so. But don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. This is a hobby. I'm not complaining. This is a hobby. So like, that'd be stupid for me to go like, oh guys, why are you making me do this? No one's making me do this. This is a hobby of mine. I like to do it. So that's gonna continue this week. The next review I'm doing is Tekken. Tekken will come out Saturday, hopefully around 2 o'clock. But as I've said a couple of times, I usually don't get the editing done on Friday, or by Friday. I hope to get it done by Friday night, and then I can actually have it up on Tuesday, Saturday at 2 o'clock. A while back, I actually asked you guys to vote on a Let's Play. You guys voted on a bunch of Let's Plays. The 3 top Let's Plays were LA Noire, Red Dead Redemption, and Batman Arkham Asylum. The problem was that when I started recording these things, the PS3 capture was so weird. It was so weird because it doesn't happen with all games, but happened with all those 3 games where when it became like a loading screen, the screen would just get green and fuzzy. And obviously that means my component cable is broken. That's what it means. Until I get a new one, I cannot play any of those games. But I want to apologize for making you guys vote in the first place for a thing that was eventually never going to happen. It seems like a pointless video. I was genuinely going to play those games. You saw I was playing LA Noire, but it just kind of fell apart at the seams. But if you guys want to suggest any games, like, you don't have to wait for a vote. You just suggest games down below and I'll play them. A few of the games that I've been suggested, I'm going to sneeze down a second, so hold on. A few of the games that I've been suggested to play have not always been games that I've been able to readily just pick up. A few games like the Quartz Party Book of Shadows. I'm finding it so hard just to get an English version of that. I'm trying every day. I'm like looking up, seeing how to do this, and every time I try to do it, it's someone trying to give me a virus. Like, and what did I expect? It's that type of thing. It's that type of game. It just became a little bit darker in the room. I hope you noticed, because I'm using natural light. Also, like stuff like Wind Waker, it's gone down in price, and I think I will play that actually after Twilight Princess, but it depends on the timing. I think I want to play Salt and Sanctuary soon. But we'll see how everything goes. But yeah, keep suggesting games, guys. Like, honest to God, please suggest games. It makes me feel good when people actually want to see me play a game. I also said in the previous video that I would be throwing stuff at a wall and seeing what stuck. And that's what I was kind of doing. I threw Majora's Mask at the wall, and it did stick, but it just wasn't for me. I threw Link to the Past at the wall, and I don't think it stuck. You know what I mean? I don't think it stuck. One of my favorite games of all time, but it wasn't that enjoyable to watch, especially since I was dying a lot in it, and that's never enjoyable to watch. And then I'm trying to think what else I did. Pokemon Uranium version was a game that, honest to God, was fun for the first 20 minutes, and then like. After that, it was another Pokemon game that I would rather play by myself than actually have to record 30 minutes of it every day. And then it's just a little bit of pressure when someone's watching you play Pokemon. Pokemon's that type of game where like you go into the grass for 2 hours and just find a bunch of Pokemon, you know? That's how I play it, at least. But I've gone back to playing Twilight Princess because I have fun playing Twilight Princess. The video I uploaded yesterday was the most fun I've had in Twilight Princess in a long time, in any game in a long time. Hello world! I love Link. I was just walking around the place like, I got a new toy! Okay, open up that shit. I'm just right. This is my favorite weapon in the history of the Legend of Zelda. Give me this weapon all the time, please. This should have been in every single game. I got something for you. Oh, you want to play? You don't know what I am. Just stop it, I'm gonna use my big chain on you. I feel good. Just using the ball and chain just made me so happy. It made me giddy. It made me giddy. I was actually laughing my head off at playing this game with this ball and chain. But yeah, so Twilight Princess is gonna be the series for next while. Then I hope to play Salt and Sanctuary. I want to play a Yu-Gi-Oh game. I want to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Rose, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Eternal Duelist Soul, or Yu-Gi-Oh! Something Shadow Makarabe. You know, I want to play stuff like that. So thank you guys for listening to this part. I'm going to go on to talking about other things in gaming now. Yeah, here we go. So guys, depressing news. Final Fantasy 15 got delayed by 2 months. Now what's most depressing about this is, because I'm not that depressed about the actual delay. I think a delay is good, especially if you want to avoid a day one patch like they said they were gonna. I think that's really good that they're avoiding a day one patch. But, and here comes the but. What's funny about this, and actually so like sad, is that in their actual conference where they actually revealed the date of Final Fantasy 15, they did this thing where they like counted down the timer, and eventually they got to like the date, and it went to like November, and they were like, everyone was like, oh, November, that's so far away. They went, no, it's September, but now it actually is November. So their joke where it's like, we're gonna release it in November actually came true. Am I depressed about this? Of course I'm sad. I'm sad that it's not going to be releasing as soon as I wanted to. But of course, I have plenty of other games to play in the meantime. But Final Fantasy 15 is a game that I'm really excited for, and I want it to release as soon as possible. Hopefully it will release soon. The guys who actually directing it said that they wanted to... Oh god, what happened there in my chest? The people directing it actually said they wanted to avoid a day one patch, which I can completely understand. And I'm pretty happy that they tried to avoid a day one patch. What do you guys think about Final Fantasy 15? Tell me below. Like, honest to God, tell me down below. No Man's Sky released this week, and to reviews that were very like argumentative. I feel like a lot of the reviews were people shouting back at other reviews, which is not how you should do a review. Like, a site would bring out a review, and then the other side would be like other review sites who didn't actually explore the game. It's like, no, that's not how you do it. Like, that's not how you actually do a review. Well, in my opinion, it's not how you do a review. It kind of really irritates me that this is what's happening now in the world of video games, is that like people are doing reviews just to spite other people. I'm not going to name names of review sites because I don't want to get sued. Not that I would get sued, because not like they're going to be watching this, but you know, there's always a chance that someone sees this, and I don't want to badmouth anyone that, you know, I might not have the full facts about. But apparently, I haven't played No Man's Sky myself, so I'm not in the position to actually say anything. But I think that the mixed reviews are kind of not the game's fault. I think that people did not quell their expectations. People's expectations of the game were, you can do absolutely anything. anything. And okay, people did hear that you could do absolutely anything. Sean Murray was kind of saying you can do absolutely anything, so I kind of understand that people were kind of like, oh, we can do absolutely anything. But obviously you can't do absolutely anything. It's like, honestly, I think that this game would have gotten 9s all around if Sean Murray came out and said, I really like Minecraft. I really like Spore. I really like these types of games where it's like a sandbox builder. And honest to God, you're just going to go to different planets. It's going to be like Minecraft. You're going to build things, you're going to mine things, you're going to buy things, you're going to buy upgrades. You're going to just have a bit of fun with this game. But the fact that, you know, people, you know, every single promotional thing for this was, you can go to this planet, that planet, there's a jillion more planets. You know, all the planets you can handle, babes. And like, that to me is just like, it's bad marketing. It's like when Fallout 4 came out and said, like, this world is the biggest world that we've ever done. Fallout 4 is my favorite Fallout so far. I'm gonna say that right now. I love Fallout 3, love Fallout New Vegas, but Fallout 4 is my favorite Fallout so far. But it's not as big as New Vegas. It's not as big as Fallout 3. It might be bigger and more condensed, kind of like Quest kind of feeling, but it's not as big. Like, and I think that they kind of set yourself up to fail. Even though you have an amazing game like Fallout 4, you come out and you say like that this world is the biggest world we've ever done. People are gonna go like, what the fuck? It's like if Elder Scrolls 6 released and they said, this game is the biggest game we've ever done, and it's not even nearly as big as Skyrim. You know, it's silly. It's silly. I think they could have done a little bit better to quell expectations. So that's pretty much all I got to talk about that happened this week, and I'm going to keep it to week, guys. This is going to be a weekly show, no matter what. It's going to happen next Tuesday at 2 o'clock GMT. You're going to get the show again. And I guess the questions I'm going to ask you guys before I go into the other stuff, the questions I'm going to ask is, how do you feel about Final Fantasy? Do you even care about Final Fantasy? Is this a thing that you actually would like to play? Are you sad about 2 months? Are you happy about that there's going to be no day one patch? What's your feelings on this? And the other question would be, have you played No Man's Sky? Are you going to play No Man's Sky? Is it a game that you'd like to play? Is it a game that you would again, don't even care about? What do you guys think? And also leave some game suggestions down below. And also, if you want to ask any questions or anything like that, I will be doing a comment video next week that will have questions and stuff like that. And so please, you can do whatever you want, actually. You don't have to comment. But yeah, that's basically the questions of the week and the request of the week, I guess. Since I already talked about the channel, I'm only going to be doing what I've been doing this week. Of course, I just finished my exam on Friday. Everything's been going pretty swimmingly. And for the weekend, I took a kind of a break. I did record a few gameplay videos, but I took a bit of a break because I was wrecked. I was gone. I was like literally dying. Not literally dying. That was a very Valley Girl for me. I was literally dying, you know? I put a bit of an accent on that, guy, sorry. And I was like, I just played a bunch of videos. I bought Dragon Age Inquisition, the Game of the Year edition, for like 15 euro, and I played it for the first time, and it's just an amazing game. I've been playing that. I've also been like, I don't know if you guys heard of the G1 Climax. Look it up, it's pretty cool. I've been watching it. It's fantastic. I also watched. Oh, I watched Scream. Scream, you know the Scream show, the Scream. I want to review it. I want to do like a full review series on Scream. I watched it, and like, the first season was kind of bad. The first season was bad, but like, it had some elements to it that you'd actually want to watch. You know, it's a slasher flick. It's a really bad slasher flick. That's kind of the thing you want to watch about it. But then the second season, like, for some reason, like, still fails to make me care about a lot of the characters, but succeeds in making me care about the identity of the murderer, which is something that a show should do. They've succeeded this year in doing it. They didn't do it in the first season. I didn't care who the murderer was. I just kind of like, or even who the characters were. They succeeded in, and there's also this character that's very, very tormented. There's someone bullying her through texts, who I actually feel for her. Like, you know, she's not going around the place going like, oh my god, these people are bullying me. She's actually just like, I better turn off social media. She's cool. So guys, that's what I've been doing this week. What have you guys been doing this week? This has been the first rolling recess in a long while. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's going to be a weekly thing again. The music was probably some Persona 4, some Japanese fucking weeaboo shit. I don't know. It's whatever sounds good to me at the time. Yeah, guys. I'll talk to you next week. Leave a like on someone else's video.